Hello, my beautiful friend. In this video, we're talking all about the Gene Keys sphere of evolution. Your evolution is connected intricately with your life's work. And when you look at your sphere of evolution in the Gene Keys, what you'll see is the shadow frequency that keeps you from fully stepping into and embodying the work that you came to this world to do. If you have not yet explored your life's work, I highly recommend going back and watching this video first so that you can identify the precise work that you were born to do. Your life's work is going to give you insight into your natural strengths and talents and the way that you're actually designed to make your impact in the world. So if you have not watched that yet, go back and watch that now, and then come back and watch this video next. Let's jump into the sphere of evolution. Your evolution sphere is here to challenge you, to help you evolve, to gain life experience and wisdom so that you can show up and do your work from a place of embodiment, where you've been through something, you've experienced things, and you've overcome things, and now you are able to go out in the world to help other people, to be of service, and to make your impact. Exploring the sphere of evolution can help you in three main practical ways in your business. The first is that it's going to help you identify what is keeping you where you are and what's getting in the way of fully stepping into your life's work. This is where you explore the shadow of your gene key and ask yourself, where is this showing up for me? Next, you'll start to become aware of your patterns on a day-to-day basis. So as you're moving through life and doing business on a regular day, you'll start to notice these patterns coming up, these thoughts, these feelings, these actions that you're taking that are not conducive to the direction that you want to go. But rather than shaming yourself or blaming external circumstances, you'll look at it through the lens of your gift energy. Essentially, this looks like showing up authentically, making intuitive decisions versus strictly mind-based decisions, and showing up wholeheartedly regardless of the challenges that confront you. This comes from having a strong vision and complete faith in yourself that you can bring your vision to life. When you look at your sphere of evolution, you have your gene key, which is your teacher, the thing that you are here to learn from. And you also have your line, which is going to be a more nuanced way of interpreting your specific gene key. It represents an archetype, but it's going to help you understand some of your specific tendencies or ways of being, particularly how you are here to be of service in the world and how you are here to carry out your work. It will also help you identify the challenges that are likely to arise for you as an individual. At the end of this video, I will be covering lines 1 through 6, so be sure to stick around so that you can get that additional information to help you interpret your specific gene key. Your evolution presents you with opportunities for personal transformation. The opportunity for transformation is represented by the shadow that shows up in your specific gene key. These opportunities are often perceived as limitations that will stop you or prevent you from stepping into your life's work. And the way that you overcome this or move through this is to step into your gift energy. Every shadow has a repressive side and a reactive side. Repressive looks like feeling unworthy of stepping into your life's work, doubting your ability to do your work in a meaningful way, questioning if you're ready to step into your life's work, circling in confusion, worrying that you'll put in the time, money, and energy and it won't work out, or fearing judgment, ridicule, or shame. I encourage you to read about your specific gene key in the Big Gene Keys book. You can also explore the audio file on the Gene Keys website, or explore your sphere of evolution in the activation sequence. It is a self-paced online course that you can find on the Gene Keys website. The reactive side of the shadow looks like making fear-based decisions, starting something for the wrong reason, such as just solely financial reasons or for external recognition or anything that might stroke the ego, forcing action and pushing too hard, which represents a lack of trust in the universe, in God, in the outcome. putting a timeline on your success and living in the energy of impatience, or modifying yourself, your business, your values to please others. Whether it's showing up in a reactive or repressive nature for you specifically, when you're in your shadow energy, ego is in the driver's seat and it's keeping you from fully stepping into the work that you were born to do. And Gene Key 28 poses an important piece of wisdom here. It's about total commitment. Stepping into your legacy work and doing the precise work that you are born to do and you desire to do takes 100% commitment. It requires continually taking risks and putting your blood, sweat, and tears into something that you don't know is guaranteed. You'll only know it worked once you have arrived, and you'll only know how you got there once you are there. And that's what sets true entrepreneurial spirits apart from the rest. They're willing and able to have this wholehearted sense of commitment, even in the face of challenge, obstacle, or things not working on a specific timeline. In the meantime, you have your intuition to guide you, you have your inner conviction, you have your mission, and you have your faith in divine timing, that everything will manifest when and as it is meant to. When you live from this place and in this energy, you open yourself up to major breakthroughs and epiphanies, and potentially quantum leaps. This is represented by the pathway of breakthrough, which connects your evolution sphere to your radiance sphere. We'll cover the sphere of radiance in depth in the next video, so go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss it. I'm going to walk you through a complete example of my evolution sphere, which is Gene Key 13, so that you can see this in action. Let's start with the shadow, which represents your default way of showing up, particularly when you are in victim mentality. So when you think that the external circumstances of your life are to blame for your result, this is what prevents you from fully stepping into your life's work. The shadow of Gene Key 13 is called discord. And if we look at it from the reactive point of view, this would look like me being pessimistic about my business, believing that the past dictates the future, and because something didn't work out before, it's unlikely to work out again. And so approaching life with a very forceful attitude, trying to make things happen the way you want them to happen, and blaming external circumstances rather than taking accountability. The repressive side of discord looks like numbness. So rather than that reactive, I'm going to come at life, I'm going to take the bull by the horn, and I'm going to operate from ego and force things to happen because I don't trust life. It's this standstill energy where you do nothing because you feel like it's useless and there's no point. It's a very why bother attitude. And so what this looks like in my own life and business is, this is actually my second business. The first business I started was in health coaching. I helped people with autoimmune health conditions change their diet and lifestyle to reduce their symptoms. And I worked at that business for about 2.5 years, doing everything under the sun, from networking to creating a YouTube channel, collaborating, podcast interviews, you name it, I did it. And that business just wasn't going in the direction that I wanted it to go. And now, as I reflect on that, that happened for a reason. Although I was in alignment with my life's work of guidance, I was helping people find their own way through their health challenges, I simply wasn't passionate enough about it to do it super long term. And so I had to come to the decision to pivot my business and go in a new direction. I could have taken that to mean that I'm not meant to be an entrepreneur, and it would be easier to go back out into the workforce, and that would make more sense because I would have a steady income. But my intuition guided me to continue on my entrepreneurial journey, and it just took some time and patience to discover what my next step was going to be. Another example, and this literally just happened an hour ago. I actually completely recorded this YouTube video only to upload it and find that the video and the audio were not syncing correctly, and that I was going to have to re-record today. And that put me into a bit of a mood. And the old me would have said, I'll do it another day. It's not meant to be today. What if that happens again? But rather than getting into that energy and letting it spiral, I recentered myself and I asked myself, what am I here to learn from this? And how can I actually use this as a positive lesson? What I did was I took a break, I had some lunch, I regrouped, and here I am re-recording on the very same day, trusting that this time it's going to work out. And just a quick note on the line of your evolution sphere. So in my sphere, I have gene key 13, and it's through the line number 1. The line number 1 is about self-empowerment. And in human design, it is the investigator. So by nature, I really like to study things, learn things deeply, and create a solid foundation. The theme for a line 1 is insecurity and needing to know everything before actually showing up and making an impact. What it would look like is me not showing up in fear of saying something wrong, misguiding people, and then being judged or ridiculed. And just as a little side note here, if you feel a little rough around the edges or like you're still wearing training wheels in your business, when you start to show up for your people, you're actually forced to take yourself to the next level. So with the gene keys, I have to constantly go back and revisit certain subject matter in order to simplify it and then communicate it to you. And so the very process of showing up is helping me learn and embody my subject matter on such a deeper level. And so I encourage you to start showing up even if you feel like you're still learning. Your evolution in the gene keys is your conscious earth gate in human design. And it's also one of the 4 gates that make up your incarnation cross. So if you want to take your understanding of your evolution gene key to a whole new level, you can explore these 2 areas of your human design. If you would like help putting this all together, you can find out how to work with me in the description below. When you step into your gift energy, you show up intentionally and from a place of self-empowerment so that no matter what obstacle or challenge comes up on your path, you're able to keep moving forward. The gift of gene key 13 is called discernment, and it's about distinguishing the voice of the mind from the voice of the heart. And an example of this goes back to that time when I was pivoting from health coaching into my current business. My head was telling me, maybe it's smart to listen to those people around you that say, why don't you get a job? How long do you plan on being an entrepreneur for? But my heart and intuition were guiding me to continue on my entrepreneurial journey and to take my time to fully understand what I came to this world to do. And that's really what led me into this deep exploration of the gene keys. With the gift of discernment, you no longer look at all of your past experiences and try to find evidence of why things won't work moving forward. Rather, you look at all of your experiences and you extract the wisdom and the stories that are going to propel you to move forward in the direction that you want to go and help you keep sustained forward momentum. A side note here to any of you who have made a lot of investments in your business without the specific outcome that you desired. From the gift of discernment, you would look at these experiences as a necessary part of your hero's journey. Every course that you invested in, every coach, every tool or computer program that you paid good money for and didn't get the exact result that you desired, those are all things that you have learned from that are going to help you make your impact as you move forward and carry out your life's work. Your challenges, missteps, and experience that appeared to go sideways are the exact things that make you the right person to help your people moving forward, because you can show up as somebody who is embodying wisdom and show up from a place of compassion, a place of, I've been there, done that, I know the way forward, and I can help you. That energy is attractive and it is purely magnetic. And finally, we have the Siddhi. The Siddhi is the highest expression of you. It's pure consciousness. When you transcend your own identity and you put your ego aside and you show up authentically in your creativity and you feel at one with your people, that is when you get to have a taste of the Siddhic state. And most humans don't live in the Siddhic state all too often. But if you do show up authentically in your business and you connect with the people that you're here to have an impact on, you will get to experience glimpses of this Siddhic state along your journey. Okay, so we've made it to the lines of the evolution. And if you recall from earlier, the line of your evolution is actually the first number in your human design profile. The line of your evolution will give you insight into the type of challenges that will arise and how to overcome them. Line 1 is called self and empowerment. If you're a line 1, you're here to create something new and to express yourself through your creation. Your main challenge is feeling inadequate or unsure of yourself. Answers to your challenges need to come from inside of you, not from other people or external inputs. Once you empower yourself, you can use your gifts to help empower others. An area of focus is to build your confidence and conviction. Line 2 is passion and relationships. So if you are a line 2, you're here to express your natural gifts, follow your passions, and do what you love. Your challenge is to express yourself authentically and in a beneficial way. What you'll do is learn through your relationships. When you listen to feedback from the people around you, you'll be able to fine-tune your communication and increase your impact. An area of focus for the line 2 is mastering emotional regulation. Line 3 is energy and experience. If you're a line 3, you're here to use your life experience to create positive change. Your challenge is to be okay with change and perceived instability, especially if you're being judged by other people as being kind of chaotic and inconsistent. You're actually here to learn from your experiences and then use the wisdom you gain to help others. An area of focus for the line 3 is to let go of expectations, results, and timelines. Line 4 is about love and community. If you're a line 4, you're here to be of service and positively influence others. Your challenge is to balance time alone with your time with others. You have the potential to be extremely influential. This will involve honing your message and your communication skills. Line 5 is about power and projection. If you're a line 5, you are here to be a leader and offer practical solutions to make things work better. Challenge is to express yourself clearly, effectively, and at the right time. You're here to serve some people and not everybody. And you're also not meant to please everybody. So you'll need to be discerning about what you commit to and respect your own boundaries as well as the boundaries of others, because your message is not for everyone. Line 6 is called education and surrender. If you're a line 6, you're here to be a role model. Your challenge is to remain patient as you experience life and cultivate wisdom. Your dreams and desires will evolve over time, so you might find yourself experiencing a lack of clarity. Just as you think you're getting clear on something, it's likely to change. You'll need to trust in life and surrender to the journey. So as you explore your gene key in your evolution sphere, as well as your line, here are a few questions for contemplation. What is your biggest challenge in business right now? Have you been trying to solve this from your shadow energy? And if so, what does that look like? How's it been going? What would it look like to solve the problem from your gift energy? Are there any ideas that are coming to mind of how you can do things differently? And is there anything holding you back from taking action right now? If so, what is it and why? When you contemplate your life's work, it can be a really fun, insightful, and lighthearted process. But when you step into the sphere of evolution, you're getting into the deeper work. And so I want to acknowledge you for being somebody who is willing to do this work. I would love to hear any breakthroughs that you're having as you contemplate your evolution. And of course, I will link all of the Gene Keys resources in the description below. And if you're looking for further support and guidance, you can also find out how to work with me in the description. Next, we will be exploring the sphere of radiance, which is your highest potential. And until then, sending you so much love.